If I married my soulmate, and this is the word that's being used a lot today, soulmate. I'm looking for my soulmate. Let me tell you something about your soulmate. A, they're really messed up. Okay, if you think your soulmate is this person that you see and just go, oh, like that, well, you may fall in love with them, but they're still messed up. Let me say another thing about soulmates. They're not born, they're made. The best marriages are not two perfect people who get together and chemistry strikes and they live happily ever after. The best marriages are two very different people who have a lot of incompatibility that roll up their sleeves and go through lots of trouble together. But they stay together and work it out and they come out as best friends. If I marry the right person, the emotions will be there. No, they won't. It'll be there to the degree that you work at it. And even if you work at it, there'll be times the emotions just aren't there. The second is, if my emotions change toward my spouse, I must have married the wrong person. No. Again, emotions come and go. I can't predict my emotions, but the best love in the world is love by choice. It's called agape love. It's God's type of love. I don't know what my emotions are going to do tomorrow, but I'm always in control of my will. When I say I love Karen Evans, what I'm saying is this: regardless of how I feel or what she does, I've made a decision. I will always be faithful to her and do my best to love her.
The universe never withholds a person's dream life from them. You never have to earn favor with the universe and do what you think is the right thing to do before you're able to receive what you believe you deserve. The universe wants nothing more than for you to live your dream here on Earth. The only reason the universe doesn't help you manifest your dream life now is because it's impossible to live a life you're not in vibrational alignment with.
The most loyal people don't have very many friends because they have witnessed too much disloyal crap from those they thought were real.
I just filmed my 21st podcast episode. Here are some bullet points. None of us know what we're doing, and that's just fine, as long as we try to know a little bit more today than we did yesterday. Do uncomfortable things, because otherwise you will live an uncomfortable life. Learn how to learn, or everything new you try to learn will be way too difficult. Bitcoin is awesome. Show up as yourself, with your own personal strengths and weaknesses, and go do what you can. Embrace your strengths. Let go of your weaknesses. Don't waste time in perfectionism. Pessimism is finite, and optimism is infinite. So unless you want to play a losing game, choose optimism. There's a link in my bio, and you should go click it.
When you shake somebody's hand, make sure you've warmed it up properly first, because due to something called the halo effect, the warmth or the coldness of your hand will be associated to your personality. Now that's a cool psychological trick, right? Marcus, good job.
If you concentrate solely on your career, you can get a long way in your career. And I would say that that's a strategy that a minority of men preferentially do. That's all they do. They work like 70, 80 hours a week. They go flat out on their career. They're staking everything on the small probability of exceptional status in a narrow domain. But it's hard on them. They don't have a life. It's very difficult for them to have a family. They don't know how to take any leisure activity. Like, they get very one-dimensional. And that's how you get to beat all the other people who are doing that. It's the only way. But the problem is you don't get a life.
Most people want to be happy, but their habit is to be worried or pissed off or frustrated or stressed. And so they've got a highway to stress and they got a dirt road to happiness. So I wire myself. I've got a highway to gratitude, which changes all your emotions.
What is the biggest mistake that small businesses make? That would be spending dollars to chase pennies. Especially early in a business, you try to capture every single cent because you're insecure. Follow the 80-20 rule. 20% of your effort is going to create 80% of your profit. Just chase those 20% and just let the other go. TJ Maxx is a really good example of this. They price so low, you can literally go to TJ Maxx, buy stuff, and sell it on eBay for a profit. And people are like, why did they underprice? They can make more money. Because they don't want to. It's annoying. They can take the low-hanging fruit and let other people have their table scraps. As a small business, especially early on, because you're insecure, let other people have your table scraps. Being sarcastic when you tell people to prove you wrong. AC just went on. Hold on.
I've been to the top of all of those material world mountains, and nothing makes you happy other than being useful to others. That's it. That's the only thing that ever will satisfy that thing, is that what you are is useful.
Just ask yourself this week, do people know you for your work ethic? Are people like, man, you work hard? Are people actually commenting about you showing up early and staying late? Because if they're not, then you're just blending in with everybody else's work ethic. At the end of the day, talent will not win the game. It is work ethic that will win the game.